Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mampolo from Mampolo's Canal. Renew your mindset, guys. If you are in Ghana and you are a Ghanaian and you don't have any church you are going now, I think this church I want to suggest to you. You better say this pastor know what they do. Listen to me. I say if you are a Ghanaian and you watch my video, and you are in Ghana and you follow Mampolo's Corner, you see this man of God I want to present to you. Not be say tomorrow if you do the wrong one, I'll bring him on. That's how they do. Me not pay as you go. But I've watched this man teaching. I've watched him consistently several times. You better say this guy gets sense. If you're a Ghana person, you know this man well. Explain him to me, Dr. Mensa. That guy na correct guy. And I'm not sure say na Africa or na Ghana there is study. The way when this guy articulate things, the way he talks, the way he speaks, his thinking faculty is different from normal African thinking faculties as a pastor. Even most of the pastors, when down there for abroad for how many years, one come from Africa, they still get that backwardness thinking faculty. They do things as if they do it the way they do it in Africa, in Nigeria, in Ghana, in South Africa. They bring it here to be exhibiting it. Because of that, now they don't go anywhere. They are limited. Because this is another environment. But this guy called Dr. Mensa, this man, this pastor, this guy is doing things like somebody who is in abroad. Where did he study? Who knows this man well? In fact, I'm going to read his biography very soon. Make I leave him. But on one day for Ghana, this Dr. Mensa, I like his teaching. I like the way he's doing things. I like his kind of person. I'm going to follow him more to look into more of his teaching. But the ones who I don't see, I love them. Make we not talk too much. Let's watch the first video. Watch video.
If I be a man of God, who are you? If I be a man of God, shut up and sit down. You are just another human being that God picked somewhere by the roadside and is using. Shut up and sit down. The man is sleeping with all the ladies, having with all the girls in the church.
If I be a man of
we
God.
cannot say, but he's anointed. We have to know. Maybe there is a small group of people that has to be rich. Yes, God is using them, but he's not endorsing them. And the supposed miracles happening in their lives is not an endorsement of their character.
Yes.
Because sometimes, I hear pastors speaking and say, if I be a man of God, who are you? I mean, what are they saying? You think God answers you because you are a man of God? God answers us because of his mercy.
That's it. I be a man of God.
You think you have impressive credentials? If I be a prophet, if I be a man of God,
who are you?
Shut up and sit down. You are just another human being that God picked somewhere by the roadside and is using. Shut up and sit down.
Talking rubbish. If I be a man of God, who you be?
All this boasting of spiritual authority, spiritual privilege, spiritual uniqueness, we see happening in the church.
Rascals.
And from obviously flawed people.
Yes.
They are liars, they are cheats, they are fornicators, they are adulterers, they are idolaters.
I love this
That
man.
means they are practicing idol worship, fetishism in the church.
Dr. Mensa, this guy gets
And somehow we think, there is also a grace. I'm happy you said grace. Because grace is God's covering for your foolishness.
I like that
It
one.
doesn't mean it's not foolish. It's foolish. But God says, I want to reach people so much that I will use a donkey.
Yes.
But the donkey is not approve of me.
So they manage you.
My warning
be a man of God.
to the current Pentecostal charismatic movement that if we continue as we have done, within 20 years, we will collapse Christianity all over Africa. Now we are booming, but I see an imminent collapse.
Yes.
Because there is a huge confidence gap between what we promise and what we deliver. We are promising to be what we are not. And we are teaching things that do not make for biblical, theological reasoning and logic.
If I be a man of God.
And pretty soon, it will catch up on us. for the next generation of pastors, although God used your fathers in spite of their limitations, you would have to be trained differently.
Thanks.
The days of God's called you from the street, you are in the pulpit the next morning. It's over.
Rascals. Rascality.
If every profession requires at least 4 years of proper regulated study, then I will suggest that every pastor in the coming generation needs a minimum of 4-year theological seminary training.
They'll go agree. Quick money.
Everyone.
Quick money. Rush.
If you are a pastor here, go to school.
Bah. Well, we are.
For those of you who are older already, you're past helping. We'll take you like that. We'll take you like that. and we'll ease you off.
We'll manage you.
We'll take you like that. All of you who are older, we'll take you like that. But those who are coming, we are talking about the next generation, influencing those who are coming. These generations who, if you sense God has called you, you have to go to seminary.
So that you get sense.
If you are in your 20s, you feel God has called you, go to seminary. If you are in your 30s, God has called you, go to seminary. If you are in your 40s, God has called you, go to seminary. If you are in your 50s, we'll hold you like that. We'll hold you like that. 50, 60, we'll just manage with you.
Yes.
And ease you out.
I just like the man.
May you do no harm to the next generation.
Amen.
May you do no harm
Amen.
to the next generation.
Amen.
But we'll hold you like that.
Amen. Another time, you never finish. Now, let me come to my people one day for abroad. One won't send money. Guys, for most of you who always ask me, Man Polo, what is the best way? What is the best way to send money back home to Nigeria? The best way is tap, send. They are very quick, very reliable. No fee, everything free. Very high rate as well. You can choose to receive both in dollar and in naira, anyone when you like. Now your choice. If you can't add my promo code MANPOLO, all capital letter, if you mistakenly put them, they add more money for you. If you are a first user, they will add more money for you. If you are in the UK, they'll add more £5. If you are in US, more $10. If you are in Canada, more $10. If you're any part of Europe, more €5. So now, if you are in the UK, if you are in Canada, America, any part of Europe, or say so, quick, go to your app store now if you have not downloaded. Don't allow people to rip you off. Other people that will be telling you, oh, you need £5 fee for £100, for €100, for $100. You need to pay £5. You need to pay €5. You need to pay $5. We don't do it in tap send. We don't do it. Just download and send for free. And their rate is out of this world. Don't forget my promo code, MANPOLO. You will be fine. Let's continue. This man, it talks sense to me.
A charismatic church. We see so much power. And maybe that is what all of you see. But I see so much danger. And so much self-destruction.
That's right.
So much dissipation of confidence.
That's what we see.
More and more the congregation and the public is losing confidence in us.
Fast.
They are losing confidence in men of God, in clergymen. If you call yourself a prophet, it's almost like a title meaning conman.
Not almost like. It's even a modern.
How can we take such a sacred title that Isaiah had, that Jeremiah had, that Ezekiel had, that Daniel had,
it's more than a command.
All of these great people? We have so commoditized it.
They see you as Yahoo boy.
And so cheapened it.
A thief.
That now this noble title
That's what
almost means a con man.
It's the same, not almost. God, not the let me fear verse.
Because there's no regulatory body. Everybody picks titles as they want. And
I said it's the same.
When I was growing up, if somebody was a bishop, we believed that they were a noble person.
Which bishop? Bishop is common now. You're talking about archbishop.
Because the churches which had bishops in Ghana were two, mainly.
Bishop is normal
the Catholic
now.
Church and the Anglican Church.
I can give myself one now. So.
And their bishopric was based on the diocesan system. The Catholic Church, as far as I can remember when I was growing up, had, I think, about 6 or so dioceses in Ghana. So 6 bishops. The Anglican Church had similar, probably less, maybe 6 bishops. Later, the Catholic Church expanded its dioceses. I think now they have probably about 20-something dioceses in Ghana, about 20-something or whatever bishops. Anglican Church, similar. Then Charismatics and Pentecostals say, we won't spoil there. We take whatever is noble. Apostle. We have made apostle cheap. We've made prophet cheap. And we say, bishop, now it's your turn. And we have desecrated it so that the title bishop has no nobility attached to it again.
Especially in Ghana.
Can you imagine in Ghana where everybody who has never been to law school is called a lawyer?
Especially in Ghana. They like title.
I get up and say, hey, I'm a lawyer. From today I'm lawyer so and so and so.
Ghana like title.
I'm architect so and so. I'm doctor so and so. Can you imagine what will happen to the health profession?
Ghana like title. I like title.
Or the legal profession.
Title.
We've taken the noble characters, the noble titles, the noble offices that people toil for to build value and integrity for. Charismatics attack it and dissipate it.
With strong
the
venom.
Catholics, they don't marry. Their wife is the church. They are married to the church forever.
Attack it with
So
strong
the church
venom.
is always on their heart. Your wife is on your heart. So the thing you are wearing itself, its significance is lost on you.
You know, concern them. So
So
don't wear
he's
them.
wearing all of this. I said, why are you doing this? Have you studied church history? Do you understand where clergy garments came from?
Just
do you understand
wear the
why
robe.
they do so and so? Do you understand
Wear
why
it.
they
You are a
hold this and
bishop.
all
No
of that and
problem.
all? Does it work with your own theology
What do you concern them?
as a Pentecostal? Is it consistent?
Robe is robe. Bishop is bishop. Everybody
Say,
gets
hey,
it.
my brother, this thing to open doors.
The open doors.
It will open
Robe.
doors. Because
Big
our
robe.
society is unregulated, the media just use titles by heart. A herbalist is a doctor. And all kinds of people. So they don't even discern and help to correct the mistakes of the society.
We don't
They
get time.
amplify it.
Yes. If you take bishop, will give you.
So at this point in time, Pastor Eastwood, I don't know. When I look into the future of charismatism, I see self-destruction.
Oh, I like this
It's one
pastor.
thing I like about the Catholic and the Anglican Church. Because the pastors, the clergy, they are trained to handle confidential information. Because people go for confession. And they tell the priest stuff. And the priest has to handle that information.
Carefully.
Confidential. If it was charismatics and people did confession,
Jesus.
we'll have prayer topics, we'll have preaching topics, we have insinuation topics, we have control, manipulation. Remember the thing you told me? If I tell your wife right now, come and sow seed. Thank God nobody comes for confession to charismatics. You have to learn to handle confidential information. And what God shows you is confidential information.
Dr. Mensa, I like you. Nice.
But we blast it.
Nice teaching.
Sometimes humiliate people in public.
I hate that one. And
The Lord
90%,
showed me this about you, and we describe people's health challenges publicly.
90% I even like.
Embarrassing situations that they wish nobody hears.
Yeah.
God told you about it, and you feel that the best way is to announce it
On
publicly.
social media.
The sad thing is, even after we are publicly disgraced them,
solution.
there is no healing.
No solution.
The Pentecostal
Why are you doing that?
charismatic church is on a one-way highway drive to self-destruction.
That's what it is. We are
And it's
heading
because
there.
generations after generations are using the example of the previous generation as theirs. They are like the man who prayed with a cat. And generations come and think the cat is more important than the prayer. If you are a pastor here, go to school. If you sense God has called you, you have to go to seminary.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You don't do. Another thing, you see, some people will leave the work and be rushing after the title. Does the title do the job? Eh? That you are giving yourself Archpope, Archbishop, Apostle, I don't know what you know, all those titles. Does it do the job? You're running after title, leaving the job. It's not making sense. And it's like as this Dr. Mensa is saying, it's like Ghana people, you people like title too much. Any pastor take title, even though say you have 2 members in your church, you are a bishop or archbishop. I see lots of people in Ghana with bishop. I check their church. They're not past 15 there. What are you taking bishop and archbishop for? For those things in one branch. It's not making sense. It's not making sense. Leave the title, go for the work. Look at what this senior man is telling you. This man is a senior man in Ghana. I go read more about that, but I don't hear that name before. Mensa, Dr. Mensa. This man, I go investigate you more. But God bless you for what you have said. So if you are a pastor, you know those junior, small pastors, upcoming pastors, leave title, go and do the job. All of us are doing the work. Leave title. Nobody cares about title. After all, this title people are rushing after, it has been already been bastardized. That's why I tell you, say, no matter how much I do the work, I don't want that title, pastor, because it's already a useless title. Title, when you go call, they go just equate you and Yahoo boy, a 419 person, or a thief. What year they look for that title for? No, they useless title already. Why are you people still rushing? You don't need it anymore. You better go and answer servant of God, or minister of God, or worker in the house of God. That is the best, more noble. Not the mumu yourself. Make I live here, guys. If you love what you hear, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, even on TikTok. All I'm political life, guys. Peace out.